What's going on, y'all? So I assume most people, or I say I pretty much just anybody that comes across this video has seen the movie Mean Girls, right? So I was watching it the other night. It's free on YouTube. Been a minute since I seen it, and I wanted to I kind of noticed some stuff about the movie that I kind of want to share and see if anybody understands where I'm coming from. And just to let you know, it's not going to be anything about sexuality. Well, I guess in a way, I'm going to touch on that subject, but it's not going to be really anything about like, I guess, like the themes of the movie, uh, like when the coach was when he said he's making out with the teenagers or whatever, them two Asian girls or whatever. It's not going to be anything about talking about stuff like that. Here's what I noticed. If you haven't seen the movie, the main character name is Katie. She's played by Lindsay Lohan. She is from Africa. She was born and raised in Africa. I don't know. I can't remember which part in Africa. Africa's a big continent. I can't remember. She was born and raised in some country in some place in the continent of Africa. Now she's a quote unquote white woman, right? So she moves up to America somewhere in California, I guess like LA or somewhere. I can't remember. When she first arrives, she's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She doesn't know who celebrities are. She doesn't know, social norms. She doesn't understand fashion. She doesn't understand any of that, right? Slowly but surely, there's these two characters. One's name is Janice, and I can't remember I think his name's Damien, I think. Okay. Big gay dude, right? They kind of take her under their wing and try to show her the ropes of like how the American school system and American culture in general is. So they try to take her, and there's a character named Regina George, and she has this crew called the Plastics, and she has this crew called the Plastics, and they're like the popular kids of the school. She wants Janice, the girl. She wants Katie to spy on Regina George and try to get information and stuff like that and bring it back to them. They can all laugh and all that stuff. What do they do when they're at home and stuff like that? So slowly throughout the movie, this character Katie, she is starting to become like the Plastics. Like when in Rome, do what the Romans do. That's a little quick synopsis of the movie. Here's what I saw. I saw this movie is true about the world we live in. There's a quote that says the hardest thing to be in this world is be yourself in a world that wants you to be everything but. I think that's the quote. I won't say it's verbatim, but it's pretty similar, right? Here was this girl who was quote unquote un-Americanized. Now, of course, eventually she probably would have caught on to the ways of America and stuff like that. But what I saw was people don't really like when you are true blue and quote unquote like too pure, too innocent. People like to bring you down with them. I noticed this myself when I was in school. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't act a fool. I'm a pretty boring person, to be honest. I really like it like that. But man, it seems like people, especially when I was a lot younger, it's like people wanted you, like, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't got no kids, you don't got baby mamas that you argue with all the goddamn time. It seems like people really want you to be down in the slums with them. It's like instead of seeing somebody and saying, you know what, don't, it's like being down in a hole. Shout out to Alice in Chains. It's like being down in a hole. Most people want company down in that hole. They don't want, like when they hear somebody coming, they're like, I hope somebody falls in this motherfucker so I won't be alone. I would be like, hey, motherfucker, it's a hole right here. You don't want to fall down here with me. But I'm saying, if I'm going through something, I don't want company. I want to get out of it, but I don't want no damn company, you know? Some people want company down in the dumps. And in the movie, she said, she was like, you're acting, you're just like them. And she was like, you made me like this. Now, you could say, well, she has a mind of her own, sure. But she did make her like that. Or they did make her like that. They could have just accepted her for who she was. You know what? This girl, she don't know nothing about nothing, but we just like her. We like her spirit. But no, they wanted to turn her into a creation of different. They wanted to make her a monster, you know, make them have their little project. You know what I mean? Man, I just want to say, if there's any younger folks watching this movie, even people my age, I'm 28. If you be my age, you can be a little older. If you just so happen to even make it this far, I know people don't watch my longer videos, but if you just so happen to make it to my video and make it this far into the video, I want you to understand something. I want you to do something for me. I'd appreciate it. Man, however you are, as long as you ain't hurting nobody, as long as you ain't up to nothing weird, as long as you ain't doing nothing illegal, however boring you are, or however nerdy you are, man, or girl, sis, you be that. Okay, you be that. Stop trying. Don't let nobody else. If you don't want kids, don't let nobody else, because they done fucked around and had 8 kids before they was 25. Now they got baby mamas breathing down their neck for that money. Don't do that. Don't let that affect you. If you don't like to go out and drink and party, don't go out and drink and party. Don't feel like you miss out on that. They ain't doing it out there getting drunk, acting a fool. Probably they the ones a part of the problem of the drunk driving shit. A lot of motherfuckers out there drunk driving, getting into wrecks, killing each other or killing other people, all kind of shit. You don't do drugs, don't do fucking drugs. They ain't doing nothing but getting high and coming down and looking for another high to match the first one. They ain't doing nothing but addicted to some shit. You don't want to be addicted to nothing, man. Especially nothing like that. I just say, man, we all, like, each person has a spirit. I believe that each person has a soul and has a spirit unto themselves, and we all need to flourish and grow in our own ways. You know, man, don't let nobody drag you down with them. You stay your course, whatever it is. You stay your course. You stay focused. And don't let nobody try to change you and mold you into any kind of, you stay focused, young one, or old person that's learning this later in life. Stay focused. That's where if you want a strong mind, that's where if you want a strong will, it's gonna come. Somebody gonna test you, and you might fail a little bit. You gonna fail, you know. But just because you fail the test, that don't mean it's over with. You're like, damn, I kind of what they call backsliding. I backslid a little bit. But it's going to be all right. That's just what I picked up from that movie. People think you too pure. They got we need some dirt on you. Now, everybody got some dirt, sure, fine. But everybody ain't got illegal dirt. Everybody ain't got, weirdo dirt. But that's what I think people just, like I said, people want people down in the dumps, wallowing with them. I guess it's true what they say, y'all. Misery sure does, without a doubt, love itself some company. All right, I appreciate y'all watching. Shout out to my 2 new subscribers. We're moving on up. I got 46 of them things now. I don't know if I want to be a YouTuber. I don't know what, I just know I enjoy doing this. I enjoy the feedback. I appreciate it. Everybody that watches, people who watch and don't comment and, or subscribe and watch, subscribe but don't watch. watch and don't subscribe. However you do it, however you get to my videos, I really do appreciate it. And I'll see y'all on the next one.